Follow us as we visit Mount Gambier to check out the beautiful sinkholes located in this lovely regional town. Mount Gambier is the second largest city in South Australia. It is located on the limestone coast with many beautiful limestone rock formations with crystal clear waters giving you the opportunity to scuba dive or snorkel. Due to the overuse of this water table, a lot of these swimming areas are low in water. Ewan's Pond was a conservation park we were able to swim in, but the water was quite low here as well. We were one of the last groups available before they will start to close to the public. We're here at South Australia!
We are.
There's Harper's not happy because there's a dead roo over there.
Charming.
Charming, hey? South Australia! We are here at Mount Gambier at the Visitors Centre. Happy Valentine's Day, my love, again.
Happy Valentine's Day.
How many have we had together?
16.
16. Lucky you got that number right, hey? Maybe because I reminded you earlier. So we're heading into the information centre. Hudson has his little passport that he's had stamped. They may not do it in South Australia, but we are about to find this out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's Australia-wide.
Oh, that'd be good. Hudson gets the stamps. Show us your book, buddy. Show us the front of your travelling passport. If you're going around Australia, I highly recommend one of these. That has been a highlight for Hudson. There is a glass floor with some great remains underneath. There is also a scavenger hunt, so we highly recommend bringing the kids down to the information centre in Mount Gambier. Well, it's Valentine's Day today. Look at that Valentine of mine right there.
Valentine's Day, so I'm chucking my wife in some ice cold water.
Yeah, how exciting! We're off to Ewan's Pond. Whoop. You don't want it to leak.
Yes.
Ah, there you go. Look, you've already that's more hygienic. The Allendale General Store. He was a legend. Now, I'm all in my gear.
Wealth of knowledge.
Wealth of knowledge, and he has out the back a little
Higher place.
hire place, so you can hire your wetsuits for Ewan's Pond, because apparently it's quite cold.
But he'll tell you where to drive, where to see, where to fish, where to do everything.
Yeah.
He's trying to sell the business, but let's hope he has to sell it by the time you guys get down here.
Yeah.
So he'll be a loss to the area.
Oh, he's fantastic. Absolutely wonderful local. Oh, just,
You
yeah.
could retire and become just a tourist information.
Yeah. He could give me a bit of run for my money in the talking department, couldn't
Oh
he?
yeah.
We ended up hiring all of our snorkeling gear from the Allendale local store. As we said before, he had a little shop out the back and he would suit you up with all your wetsuits, gloves, shoes and snorkel gear, getting you ready for Ewan's Pond. The family are looking really attractive. It's time to test out the water. Ewan's Pond sits at a chilly 15 degrees Celsius all year round.
You gotta zip your things up at your feet, you see.
They have a pontoon where you can enter into the water and then start your swim. Follow us as we floated from one pond to the second pond to the third pond. The water was crystal clear, allowing the UV light to grow these beautiful greenery underwater. As you can see in some of the areas, it was becoming quite shallow. This is a reason why you need to book a time slot in Ewins Pond, as in the future you will not be allowed to snorkel here as the water table is going too low. If you have a chance to do Ewins Pond, I would highly recommend it. It was definitely a highlight of our trip in Mount Gambier and something I wanted to tick off my bucket list. Nothing better than to do it with my family. At the end there is a pontoon which you then climb out and then you make your way back through the fields back to where your car was. To book your time slot for Ewins Pond, you must book through the National Parks Wildlife Services of South Australia. After we dried ourselves off, we dropped our wetsuits back and then we headed to the Blue Lake. The Blue Lake is actually the main water source for the Mount Gambier township. What are we doing?
We're going to put a lock on for Valentine's Day.
Look at all the locks all around here.
Where would you like to put our lock on?
I don't know. Okay. Hudson, what do you reckon?
I reckon.
Oh, on that one, it looks like it's getting loose. I might take it off.
No.
And then we got to seal it with a kiss.
Oh, that was a bit romantic.
More exploring of Mount Gambier. So we're going to Engelbrecht Cave, I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably going to check out the little blue pool. It's going to be cold, it's not going to get warm, so we'll see how we go about having a dip in there. It might be just a quick in and out to say we did it.
Yes. And then we're going to Kilsby Sinkhole.
So
we've booked a tour there.
So yeah, another day of exploring sinkholes in Mount Gambier.
And they literally drive into town and there's a sinkhole.
Yeah.
You drive in 5 minutes up the road, there's a sinkhole. I really like Mount Gambier.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think it's fantastic. There's a lot to do here. We're only here for 3 days. I think for 4 days or 5 days would have been a bit more time, so we weren't so rushed. But yeah, it's
Gotta
fantastic.
keep moving.
God, we do have to keep moving. Some of the locals gave us a bit of a surprise when they jumped off from the very top into the water.
That's actually alright. Yeah.
For a quick dip.
How deep is it?
Very deep.
Here we are, Little Blue Lake. Cold day, but hey, when are we going to do this again?
Nowhere.
The Little Blue Lake. You weirdos. It's like what, 19 degrees? I don't even know what it is. The sun was out, not anymore.
Go, Bum. You going, Hudson? Go. We're gonna get the tour done today.
At Engelbrecht.
Engelbrecht.
Some of the things. You can pay for that.
kids have decided that these soft drinks are their favourite.
Hudson
They're
had a
happy to
blue
spend
mouth.
their budget on this.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you two do love each other.
Yeah, I know. We told you like 2,000 years ago. 2,000.
It's very sad to think that Engelbrett Cave was originally used over 100 years ago to dump all of Mount Gambier's rubbish in it. Mount Gambier Council then came together and they removed 100 years worth of rubbish. You can still see some of that rubbish on the side when you go into the actual caves, but they knew that they could use it as a tourist attraction. Caves level 1, 2 and 3 cave diving is practiced here daily. We really enjoyed checking out Engelbrett Caves. We soon headed off to Kilsby Sinkhole, which is on a private property. The family runs tours, scuba diving and snorkeling there for its guests. They also have a gin distillery specialising in a silver award-winning limoncello gin.
Shells and corals all the way through that limestone, so it does go to show you the ocean was there. Well, here, that's the shell.
They took us down into the Kilsby Sinkhole. The family actually dug this particular walkway out, allowing people to be able to climb down and access the water.
Just here. So you may get her just on if you have a look. That's
Oh, there she is. Wow. Oh,
So if it had the sun come out, as that sun, and I think it will just in a short time, the water will change colour. It will
is
become
incredible.
very blue.
there she is. Hello, little
Maybe she's
turtle.
like, fame, come here.
What you got there, my love?
It's a little sinkhole gin limoncello tester. So you can buy the limoncello gin in a little bottle for $10. Then you get a little soda and then you get your own cup.
Very nice.
So you can make it yourself.
See what it tastes like, eh?
Yep. Leave a little bit. So it got silver. Silver awarded the gin.
Good?
Oh my God, that's good.
Looks like we're going to be walking away from a bottle of limoncello.
Limoncello gin. Sinkhole.
Right in the middle of town.
This is one of our activities today.
Historic forestry vehicle display.
And I am not jumping in.
So apparently this particular place is one of the most photographed things in the state. Apparently it's quite pretty. This sculpture was created by Ivo Tactic of Mount Gambier, completed in 1997. The sculpture was inspired by the geological processes that create the region's sinkholes and caves. The top section represents sinkholes that are open to the sky. The middle section represents hidden fissures created by solution of limestone, and the lower section represents limestone prior to any solution activity. Like all artists' work, the final definition has been deliberately left for interpretation by each person. So what? So you can look at that and think whatever it is. Oh, nice. Yeah, late 19th century garden, which a sinkhole was a focal point. Huh. The original Victoria residence was located at the rear of the park. So someone used to live here and he made the gardens.
Not bad, but you'd be a bit worried if a sinkhole opened up in your property, wouldn't you?
Not that we can, because we've had approval.
Yeah. This used to have water at the bottom and a boat that would take you around to see things back in the 1800s. Then it got disused and disrepaired, and then early 1990s they rebuilt it again, cleaned it out, made it look pretty. The water level dropped then, so there wasn't anything left. But they replanted a lot of plants and then, yeah, made it look pretty, and from 1994 it's been in the National Trust.
We're really happy that we were able to get into these caves. They were absolutely beautiful and well maintained, and they were free entry. After this, we headed into the city to go into the caves sinkhole. The Caves Garden sinkhole is remarkable. There are beautiful platforms that you can stand to view down into the garden. It's even more wonderful when there has been rain, as there is a waterfall that goes down into the actual sinkhole itself. The city cave sinkhole was also pet friendly, but Dante was not a big fan of the metal grate walkways. Oh, not so good with the grates, are we, Dante?
Got him, Reedy. It's a bit too big for a little buggy.
Another one of these caves, you know?
In the middle of town.
Yeah.
Why is it locked everywhere?
It's like the last place. Apparently so.
So I put a lock on with Mum.
That's where they get the honey from.
So yeah, the water would flow down there and go straight down into there.
What do you do if you storm water in Mount Gambier? It would be in a hole.
Yeah. We then took a drive out to Valley Lake. Valley Lake is an old crater which is filled with green water. There is fresh green grass, play areas and barbecue areas. Perfect for a day out with the family. Hello. He's been a pilot. Going to get some drone footage of this lake, which was a crater, an old volcano. Kids are having a play. Dogs are here. Took a tour over to Mount Shank in the car. Unfortunately, you couldn't drive up there, but there is a walk. We set the drone up to view the 100-metre high dormant volcano from the air. This particular volcano erupted over 5,000 years ago and is now a tourist destination.
So that was Mount Gambier. We had a wonderful time. We stayed at Mount Gambier Showgrounds. Not free, but low cost camp. It was all right. Had the amenities you needed, and couldn't complain about the location. We got to explore all the amazing natural wonders. You got to be careful of those. They will be going soon. The water table has been dropping very quick, and a lot of these natural wonders require on the water table to remain high, to remain looking as pristine and beautiful as they do. So make sure you make your way to Mount Gambier before it disappears, really. As Adelaide's second largest town, it's definitely worth a visit. What do you reckon about Mount Gambier, Harper?
Good.